it really isn't great at all for them. They're now eliminated. They won't have another chance, as well as Mia, unfortunately. But APAC qualify through. Got to give it to Mia. They did a lot better than we expected, and now we move forward. Hebu and APAC, they're the ones still in it. We're going to focus on them, and maybe we get that double.
That's the negative thing. But these two teams, look at these stats, pretty even amongst each other. Busy since
competitive, high-end competitive finals. This is where all the chips are. I've not seen an XP. This is the first time I've seen one. He's been using it well. Average damage per game, though. I mean, look at it. It pays.
I wouldn't rule out, like, possibility of using a DMAT and then working with it. Like, that could always work. But in the way that APAC fights, Healing Beam is going to be your bread and butter. It's going to be safer. It will provide you with so much more support. But here we go. Will you get some dosh? Or are you going home empty-handed? That is the question we ask. We're going to get my least favorite variant. It's high and low.
It's not a great variant, but a good one nonetheless. I love this map. I really love this map. But we're going to find out how this goes. APAC and Hebu. Our final head-to-head before we go into the finale of our Cycle 2 Top 8 TGM26 Online Series. There's nothing else after this, and you don't get another option. This is where all the chips need to be pushed to the middle of the table. Blackjack has to be called, and something needs to be done. APAC are leading the charge, though. Vault 1 in hand. They're making their way to B. Hebu are chasing them relentlessly, though.
Brilliant use of Gateway, a setup from APAC. Phenomenal. Gives themselves a bit of space, gives themselves a few seconds to compose themselves before the push of Hebu starts to come through. However, Buzzy, again, he is the meatbag. And I say that in a way of, he will take the damage. And he's done that throughout this tournament. No ways Wasabi get away with that. Does Wasabi get away with it? No, Latte finds him.
Punished. Unfortunately punished. But regardless of that fact, it's an early steal here for Hebu. But they're riding it on down. Very well done. They've called that early and managed to spot that they can do such a thing. Bussy's punished. Microchip, the last alive now in this 1v3. He might be able to do something. He's found a good little bit of damage, but getting winched on over. They're just playing with him. Oh, the goo barrel to the back of the head. That's about as rough as it can get, unfortunately, there. But it was time wasting. You want to do that in these 3v3s. They want to waste their time. I don't think they necessarily maybe even meant to hit him with the barrel there, but they were just sort of letting him run around. They didn't want to give them a quicker respawn time. But that extra 2 or 3 seconds is very, very big in comparison to having killed him early and then letting him get away with it. But just the bonk right on the back of the cranium. That's a good one. Someone put that on Twitter, please. That's funny. But
yeah, look, that's fantastic.
They get one more chance here, Hyper.
One last push. It has to be a Hail Mary aggression. Wasabi's got that information. He now can call out. No one's there. No one's on point. You could go for that steal. And with the debris all falling down as well, it's going to massively help. Still going through. It's been flipped. APAC has got it. But Wasabi, that's alive. He gets it done. APAC will take the first cash out. Hebu will slam their desk. But it's not over. We are far from over.
APAC, best pack. I will highlight Nullifier not connecting there. I had my cheeks clenched. There was a little mishap, a whoopsie daisies if you will. But a pixel steal, not knowing Wasabi was still there. Possibly the call was made that all dead. We don't know what happened in the comms there, but that is what you love to see. They made it happen. Hebo have set up over by 2. They want to get an early bit of damage if they can. But Myungtan, the one who's actually going to find it first, he's almost dead straight away. And that's the medium that you would have lost in the early moments here of this second vault fight. This is going to be the difference maker. Whoever gets this first kill is going to be leading.
Huge spread for Hebu. Huge. Oh, that was a trap in itself. Latte, up on top, over by the main island, had sightline amongst everything. They're finding a counter towards Wasabi's sneaky gargoyling play. Microchip has to bring Buzzy back. They need the manpower. They need the force. new ammo put into the gun that thankfully gets the job done. Myungtang back in play as well. Latte low. Has to try and dip and dive around, but Altac gets wiped out. You gotta be careful because this is a map with 2 areas that you have to jump over the gap. And that's over at C. I think that's offices, if I'm not mistaken. And an office, the gap to office is horrific to make that jump.
It's a difficult one. Mind you, this whole thing is a little bit difficult. Altac just narrowly missing out a positional advantage for Hebu. They had that wrap planned early and managed to get in on it early, but they're right on the heels. The Vault's only just gone in and they're ready to go straight in for this first Vault fight, Hyper. The staggering on that respawn before that Vault got plugged was great in terms of APAC now having the ability to get involved straight away without any burn time, but losing Microchip early, that's got to hurt. Latte, great positioning, finds one with the V9S and manages to get away with his life. They haven't traded it back and that's going to hurt. That's their defib gone. They have to go for a soft reset because without that defib, they will struggle. You've got to remember though, they are in first Vault. They have that locked in already. It's not like this is going to hurt should they lose it, but one being spotted, Wasabi punished again by Latte, who is just running around. Myungtang does clean the kill up, but this constant roaming presence of the Invis Light is doing so much damage to Altac. They need to manage it a little bit better.
Both lights are incredibly brilliant at just finding an off angle, finding a new position, and then applying the damage. Wasabi's got the range. The LH1's going to do better when it comes from distance. However, the V9S on Latte, once he gets close and personal, which he has found his positioning time and time again, it's unstoppable. And Latte isn't even using Invis. He is dashing. So again, another major difference. In terms of this cash out, it might be a very hard pill to swallow here. But this might be an interesting steal. Dome shield down. You have Wasabi, who is causing a little bit of chaotic distraction. Steel's gone through! And now they have to chase, but they push too far away. The V9S of Latte still doing damage. Has the steal gone back? It has! And Hebu says thank you very much.
They did their best. Due diligence, if you will, but it's not enough. Altac have been thwarted on that one, and they'll have to go into Vault 3. Not the worst outcome. They managed to make it happen, but that V9S at close range just does so much damage, and then chasing down as well. There's not much left to be desired there. Finding both with support from Bussel. I mean, that was really, really well done by Hebu. You got to give them that. They managed to just walk it out. They had the right position, and they put that Vault in a really hard spot to reach, which forced Altac into a really bad position. They're going to be able to go for tap here because Hebu want them to. They've got control of one of the boxes, and they're going to play for the rotate. They have control of the high ground. They don't want to go down and give them that head-on fight. They can just sit around and wait.
Proto, Hebu don't just have the high ground here. They have the highest point. And with maneuverability. You have to remember, construction is lower in position in this variant. If it was normal variants, so standard issue, or, oh no, I am mistaken. No, cranes are actually still taller. I'll take that back. They are still amongst one of the highest buildings in this game, nonetheless. With 11 minutes and 30 seconds, guys, grab yourself a cup of tea. Make sure you bring the stream with us as well, because this might take a little while before the rotation.
Well, they've had a pretty good call. They've managed to laser a couple. Microchip's low, Bussy as well, which means they are going to opt to go for the dive now that they know they have that damage. Healing has come through, though, for APAC. They're not too bothered, but Vault is going to be moving. Wasabi punished again. Latte just locking him down with this V9S. Defib is forced early in this fight, while on the rotate, mind you, not during the fight when this Vault gets plugged, but they've actually opted to leave it. They've backed off it right now, and they're going to try and win this fight. Youngtan diving in. He's going to find one, but taken down by Microchip. They're going to trade it back. Yusel finding one. Diving in, looking for more. Bussy, heavy 1v1. He's going to walk out of it. APAC on top right now, but Wasabi! He almost locks it in, but again, that 1v1 going in favor of Latte. They need to get this Vault moving, and they're going to do just that. APAC just too far away.
Latte is just the king of movement, the king of the V9S. And I'm going to put it out there. Him versus Uni, and I'm talking North American Uni, I would love to see that fight. They are... Latte has been phenomenal throughout this tournament. He has been dependable every step of the way. And not faltered when it comes to being out by himself. When it comes to clutches, it doesn't matter. He's got it covered. Finally, though, he will fall. And in doing so, the entirety of Hebu will fall. Muntang left alive with only a fraction of health left. He will have to dip away.
Can they steal here, though? 10 seconds for coin. They can. No DMAT. Nothing that is necessarily going to stop them, and now it's going to be a catch-up game for Hebu. 5 seconds for a full team isn't a lot of time to waste, but you've already got half of that Vault down, and we know that APAC, when given the opportunity to bunker down, they are a lot more effective. That gateway is being glitched, though. That forces Busel to take the long route to this fight, and that's going to cost them another couple of seconds. Again, APAC really just dialing in what they want to do here, which is lock down this Vault. They're playing far away. They want to go for the dive in the last second if they can. They have denial as well in the hands of Bussy, but is this going to be doable for them? They've got the verticality. The Goo's going to be able to block a little bit of it. Can they deny it? Who knows? Winch doesn't connect. That's not good. They can't find an angle on the steal, but it doesn't matter. It's been dropped down for one. They've got to break the Goo. Microchip has died early, but it's okay. They do have one more opportunity, and that's a nullifier in the hands of Wasabi, who can go for it. The LH1 finds the first. Is it going to be the second? He needs to win his ones. Gateways away. Back on through. One more time. Nullifier needs to come out, but he's not close enough. They're body blocking. Is it enough? No! They get it. And off the back of an insane attempt, almost a solo denial, APAC have been thwarted. Hebu will go forward. 5th seed, unfortunately, is going to be OCEs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All return to do in that situation. It's evident in the kills as well. Latte just locked them down. 11 and 2, mind you. That's not no easy feat.
Yeah, the Lewis gun is needed, but realistically, no. I'd pull out the shack, use the